In earlier videos on customer lifetime value, Sandeep and Pratibha talked about why CLTV is the most important KPI and what all businesses can achieve if they create CLTV as the most important KPI for their business. CLTV is the North Star KPI, and you can keep improvising on it. But for organizations to achieve the benefits that you can get by making CLTV as the number one KPI, it requires a step-by-step approach. Now, this step-by-step approach should always focus on giving incremental business benefits to the business, and that is one of the key things that we consider while working on CLTV at AcroTrend. Now, with this thinking, we have defined a CLTV maturity model, which is broken down into 5 different stages. Now, each of these stages provide that incremental benefit to you, and they can provide those business benefits that businesses can use in their day-to-day activities. Yeah, so this starts from looking just at historical data to then going into experimentation, where you are trying to see, okay, which CLTV approaches work best for your business. Once you have done your experiments, then you go into predictive CLTV, which is then talking about forward-looking CLTV and making sure that you are predicting the benefits from CLTV. Once this is done, the next step is to reap the benefits of whatever has already been done and make CLTV more actionable for your businesses. Right? At this stage, you will be able to drive more decisions, do customer campaigns, target customers based on CLTV. Once actionable CLTV is done, the last and the final stage is to automate all of this together so that all of these things are working cohesively together and making sure that CLTV becomes the number one KPI for you. Of course, CLTV impacts almost all business functions, and this maturity curve could be looked at for specific functions or for a specific use case. So you could move up this maturity ladder for a specific function or a use case, or you could look at it together for like business functions and then move from one stage to another along with other functions as well. Now, to go from one stage to another, organizations need to work primarily on 5 different capabilities. So these 5 different capabilities are CLTV calculations and data science, wherein you're working on sophistication of models and improving calculations. Then the next would be technology and automation, wherein then you're trying to get all of this data together, create that single customer view so that you have all of that data available to be able to do these calculations, and it is not just ad hoc work which is happening. The next is data processing. Obviously, with the customer focus, you need to have real-time data available and have all of these data points working and coming in real time with minimum lag. And that is another key capability which is required. The next is just around data points itself. To predict CLTV and to make action or to take actions from CLTV, it is important that you have the right data points and the majority of the data points available to be able to take those decisions. And finally, to bring it all together, you need to have decision making based on which then businesses are actually using the CLTV value to basically target people or to get these benefits out. Now, based on this capability map that you see here, you could then evaluate where your businesses are in each of these capabilities, depending on the maturity curve that we've already seen. Obviously, you could be at different maturity levels for different capability, and which is fine, but this map will help you evaluate where you are and what is that next step that you need to take in order to achieve that final stage of automation for CLTV and make CLTV as your number one KPI.